कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविताशाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकि कोकिलम्। रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेधसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीताया पतये नमः। जयत्याश्रितसन्त्रास ध्वान्तविध्वंसनोदयः प्रभावान् सीतया देव्या परमव्योमभास्करः परमव्योमभास्करः।
श्रीमते निगमान्त महादेशिकाय नमः। Any storyline, any biography, any life deserves something very interesting. Probably the words that we can use of the modern generation, something very spicy. Well, Ramayana too deserves that. Well, one diversion did happen in Aranya Kandam when things were going straight, simple. Aruroha yadrichaya came Manthara from Ashwapati's Desham and created a confusion, a pandemonium there. Now comes a bigger confusion that came from Afghanistan of the current day. Now comes a confusion from the Lanka of the current day. Her name is Soorpanakhā. Satu Soorpanakhā nama dashagrivasya rakshasaha bhagini ramamasadya dadarsha tridashopamam, the sister to Ravana. As she walks, the comparison between her and the meditating Rama is made by Valmiki. Sumukham durmukhi Ramam vrittamadhyam bahodari vishalaksham virupakshi sukesham tamramurdhaja priyarupam virupasa suswaram bhairavaswana tarunam darunavriddha dakshinam Vamabhashini Nyayavrittam Sudurvritta Priyam Apriyadarshana. While this comparison is made by Valmiki, the Tamil poet Kamban gives him no less a competition. He says that as she walked, every step of hers had the vengeance that she had nurtured towards Ravana. Neenamamani nira நிறுத்தர வேந்தனை மூலநாசம் பெற முடிக்கும் மொயம்பினாள் மேலைனாள் உயிரோடும் பிறந்து தான் விளை காலம் ஓர்த்து உடன் உரை கடிய நோய் அன்னாள். She was a widow. She was made a widow, where her husband was killed by her very own brother Ravana. So in a way, her widowhood was attributed to her brother Ravana. So some commentators state that she was vengeful towards this act of Ravana and she wanted to find the right source who could match Ravana's valor, and that's when she spotted Rama, is one interpretation. Like how Valmiki says, like how a serpent that takes shelter in the effervescent fragrant sandal tree, so was Soorpanakhā. Ravana varajatatra raghavam vadanatura abhichede nidagharta vyaliva malayadrumam. Now, Soorpanakhā thinks of Rama's beauty. She just is mesmerized. She's enamored. She's lured by Rama's beauty. She has probably never seen a personification of such blemishless, spotless beauty in her life. Then Rama's beauty is described. Gajavikranta gamanam jata mandaladharinam Ramam indivarashyamam kandarpa sadrisha prabham babhuvendropamam drishtva rakshasi kamamohita. That very moment she saw this man of the gait of an elephant, the one who can give a match to 1,000 cupids, Manmathas, the one whose promise and valor is undefined. Looking at him, Kama Mohita, she fell in love. As she walked, in the Valmiki Ramayana, she is described as a Rakshasi with a huge tummy, with red streaks in her hair, with eyes that were not that great to look at, with a voice that was so hard and harsh and baritone, who spoke only unparliamentary words as she walked, says Valmiki. But the Tamil poet, one of the first trans creators in the regional languages, Tamil poets gives a vivid description of how she transitioned herself into an Apsara Stri and walked. She knew that her existing Rupa would not bring love in Rama's heart, and she changed herself into a beautiful Apsaras. This is Valmiki, this is not Valmiki's description, it is Kamban's creation. So as she walked, the Tamil poet Kamban describes that the same meter in which she walked. Panji ulir vinji kulir pallava manunga செஞ்சவிய கஞ்சம் நிமிர் சீரடியளாகி ஹம்சமிள மங்கையன அன்னமென மின்னும் வஞ்சியன நஞ்சமென மஞ்சமகள் வந்தாள், says Kamban. See, the gait with which she walks is the same meter in which Kamban has composed the Tamil verse. See, our languages, our Indian languages are the biggest treasure that we all possess. Now, after she reaches in front of Rama, she introduces, saying that I'm Soorpanakhā, but I would like to know who you are first, Rama. She doesn't give a vivid description. She now asks, who are you? Who are you seated in the middle of all the Rakshasas that are surrounding you in this forest? Jati tapasaveshena sabharyaha sharachapathik agastyatvamimam desham katham rakshasa sevitam. Could you be? Rama, being the very well-behaved individual that he was, says, Asid Dasharatho Nama Raja Tridasha Vikramaha. There was a great monarch, a great king called as Dasharatha. Tasyaham Agrajah Putro Ramo Nama Janaishrutaha. I am the eldest of his sons. The people lovingly called me as Rama. Then he asks, I have introduced my name, my father, the lineage where I come from. Can you please tell who you are? Such a decent question. Tvam tu veditum ichchami kasyatvam kasi kasyava. Where do you come from? The Tamil poet Kamban puts this in a very different way. Oh my dear lady, now that you have come here and I would love to know who you are, may your entry give no harm to any of us. That's how he begins his conversation. He knew that there is something wrong. So the Tamil poet Kamban says, Teedayil varavu aga nin varavu seyoi. Poda uladu yem ulaivor punniyamadu andro. Yedu padi, yedu payar, yavar uravu endran vedamudal. Pedai aval tannilai viripal. Simple question, who are you? She could have said, I'm Ravana's sister, my name is Soorpanakhā. She now gives a detailed answer. She says, you know, Mr. Ram, you know who's my brother? Brahma created the world. Is that relevant here? No. But she's very good at speaking. She says, Brahma created the worlds. In those worlds that Brahma created, there was a great creation called Ravana. That Ravana had many heads and still has many heads. He is blessed with so many hands. Vimshat bhujam dashagrivam sarvalakshana sanyutam vishoda vaksha samviram. You know, Rama, the celestials pay homage to him. They ask Vayu and Varuna, they are all sweeping and mopping in his house. Ramba and Urvashi take the beetle leaf, apply churnam, roll it and give it to him. Ramba and Urvashi. The other Apsarastri holds the cups so that he can spit. Agni Deva cooks. Every morning he will ask, what is the cuisine, what do you want, and he will cook. Varuna, Vayu, Agni, they are all our servants. Narada comes and plays Veena in our darbar. Brahma, every day he will read the almanac, the Panchangam in our court. He is that great a king. I am the sister to that king. What was his question? Who are you? She gives a description of Ravana and finally says, I am his sister. Aham Soorpanakhā nama Rakshasi Kamarupini Ravano nama me bhrata Yadite Shrotramágataha Pravriddhi nidrascha sada Kumbhakarno Mahabalaha. See, I have, besides Ravana, I have another great brother, even more powerful. His name is Kumbhakarna. But one thing, Rama, we were all very upset with the presence of one member in our family. He is a very good man. That is why we don't like him. He follows every rule. That is why we don't like him. Vibhishanastu dharmatma natu rakshasa cheshtita. He is the only one who doesn't carry the rakshasa gunam in him. His name is Vibhishana. I don't know why that fellow was born into our family. Then she says, Rama, you are so handsome. In Lanka, I have not seen a model like you. Even my roaming about in the forests and regions around in Bharatadesham, I have never seen a person as handsome as you. Be my husband. Open proposal. She says, Samupetasmi bhavena bhartaram purushottamam. I want the best of men who is you to be my husband. Aham prabhava sampanna swachhanda balagamini. I can call the registrar here. He will register our marriage. I want to marry you. Now Rama wonders, this is the first time I am meeting you. We have not even introduced ourselves properly. And by the end of it, you want to marry me. She then says, Sa Sita sannidhaveva tambabre kathitanvaya atyarudho hi narinam akalagno manobhavaha. Whether Sita, that lady, is with you or not, I want to marry you. Tulsidas ji gives a beautiful dialogue. It seems Soorpanakhā told, Rama, you are the best amongst men. I have seen so many men. You are the best among men. Trust me, I am the best among women. He gives her own certificate. I am the best among women. We will be the best jodi, best pair in this world. Let us marry. Tum sam purusha namo samnari yah sanjog vidhi racha vichari. I am the best, you are the best. Let two best come together. Now Rama did not know what to answer. We have just gotten to know each other and this lady says she wants to marry me. How will I even reply to her? Now as he turned and searched for an excuse, he saw Lakshmana doing some household work in one corner. He said, this is the only way I can divert her attention from me to him. What did he say? And what did she do? Next episode.
Dear Astika reader, I am happy to be authoring a 2-part book on the Ramayana in English. The first part is slated for release in the year 2024. The book aims to recreate and retell the Ramayana of Valmiki, conforming to the ancient commentaries and other allied literature. To receive notifications of the book release, kindly register with www.deshikadaya.org/books. Namaskaram.